Hello, everyone. Kitty Foss here, your storytelling astrologist, reader of the stars for both February 7th and 8th. They're very related energies. And so we start with this Gemini moon, and this Gemini moon is always about how we experience, how we communicate. And today, the 7th, the biggest player, is really about a Venus placement that is sextiling or activating our vision. And I'll get into that in just a minute. But what moves us forward is not about how we've been looking at this pivot, that we've been looking at this kind of wobbly energy today, or communicate about this wobbliness. It is rather knowing that something else hidden is coming forth for us to experience over the next 24 to 48 hours. Really interesting channeled message that came forth today. Venus, in this activation with Pluto, is asking us to value our balance, value our vision, value our beauty in this visionary energy that is being uncovered. You tap into your own energy and you're holding a sense of self, a new sense of self, and tune into the lessons you have already learned. So that's where that kind of pivot energy is not about what I do right now. And look at how do I censor this energy, censor what works for me, censor what I'm going to use, and then get rid of that stuff that really isn't true anymore. And as you work with this energy, you learn to kind of ride it from the middle, that observational energy. So looking at my balance, what's important to me, that is how I'm going to be magnifying this vision as what, and I'm getting really, really warm, as whatever is being uncovered, especially in this next 48 hours, steps forward to you align your action with. As the moon moves into tonight, into your own energy, because there's a voided course, Spirit helps you with this relationship energy we're talking about, this Venus energy, with a self-clarifying message about that is much more deep than you've heard before, about nurturing your partnerships and starting, always partnerships and balance start with self. Where are you right now in your ability to tap into this, to be able to sit in the middle of this rather swirling energy and ride from the center of the wheel of fortune, so to speak. And it's a deep nurturing of this energy that sets the moon into focus as it moves into Cancer. And it moves into Cancer tomorrow, and Cancer moons are always very strong because the moon rules Cancer. So it's a real deep dive into what nurtures you, what are the ebbs and tides. So use this kind of centrifugal energy that is developing today of the center and balance with discernment. Really, really important as we move into tomorrow to engage in a focus that aligns this new spiritual center message that comes forward. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Our human managers, people call it the ego, trying to figure out these patterns, put things in. And you are kind of sitting, because you've been doing the work from the center, figuring out yes, no, kind of looking at it before you take your action. So tomorrow and today, especially tomorrow, is about flowing with those ebbs and the tides. And tomorrow would be Saturday if you're watching it. Ebbs and tides of our emotions that are coming forth. And watch from the observation deck, from that center, the center of the wheel of fortune. And it will spin in the vision of what you're creating. Here's that Venus being activated by Pluto at the moment over the next 2 days. Attract, call back all of you. It's time. It's time to own all of the parts of us, all of our power. Enjoy these 2 days. There's a lot of joy and excitement arising. Namaste.